Hey, what's up? It's Cody from the Keepers of Nerdom. Really just wanted to show off Grandma's couch. So epic. Just kidding. What we've actually got for today is one of our series that we haven't gotten to do in a little while. We've got once again, a gun series to show off, and we are looking at today a German Luger, but not just any German Luger. This is something very special. It's actually from the era. This is a legit German Luger that has served potentially in World War I and World War II. I'm joined today with my brother Kai, who's actually owns this gun.
Hello.
And he's going to talk through exactly what we've got here. So Kai, walk us through the German Luger. What year is this gun? So let's start right there.
So this gun is stamped 1918.
All right, let's show us that, please.
Now, just for the audience purposes, it is empty. I have triple checked it. I will go ahead and show the audience that there is no
You're good.
brass there.
Okay, hang
right
on.
There is the date.
Hold it really still because it's hard with that metal there. We're good. 1918.
And then there's the manufacturer's mark. It's
really pretty seeing these because it's like, how do you think they did that back in 1918?
I mean, you're really getting into the Industrial Revolution. So I would say that there was stamping.
Yeah.
This is not quite hand done, I don't believe. But yeah, it's just a really neat pistol. I mean, the official designation is the Luger P08. And this was trying an attempt on an improvement on a Borchardt, which was we call this a toggle lock action.
Okay.
And basically how that works is every time the gun fires, you lift this up.
Not you,
but it is, this is how you cycle it the first time.
After you cycle it the first time, it does that itself, but
Correct.
Every time it's going up and down, up and down, up and down.
Correct. So if you're able to take a slow-mo video of these, it's really neat to see this I call it an elbow action, but the official term is a toggle lock.
So what ammunition does this fire?
It does shoot 9mm, standard 9mm, and a lot of times it will come, like this is standard MagTech ammunition, and it is labeled 9mm Luger for this pistol. That's what this ammunition was designed for, was this pistol. So it's that's a whole other video we could get into of why certain calibers are popular and others aren't.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting that this has become one of the most popular calibers, and it was based on this pistol design.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit further about some of that, just the design and all this. But needless to say, that the most bizarre thing is just how this thing cycles ammunition is going up to cycle out. It's just bizarre because modern firearms, we don't think of that. But yet what's crazy to think is the Colt revolver 1911 was 7 years before this. As the
1911 is a semi-auto. So the revolvers you're talking.
Sorry, not Colt revolver, but the Colt pistol.
It kind of depends on which ones you look at. John Moses Browning designed a lot of those type of pistols. And I believe, we started getting more modern style in about 1900, but they were still trying to figure things out.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of seeing a gun like this, that this is a trial and error firearm, that it works. It absolutely works. But it's weird because everything in this is designed differently than what people would later on go, yes, that's a good, solid design to use for future.
And that's what's in, so here's your safety.
Yeah.
Right here. Now you can see it says something in German there. I'm assuming that says safe. I don't know German. But if you saw in that video, this little piece popped up. And that completely locks the whole thing up. Like, I can't even cock it.
Oh, that's cool. What video did they see that you're talking about?
Just earlier in this video. Like, if you saw earlier, if you were paying attention, you could see this little piece. When I push the safety down, it'll pop down.
So do it again. I wasn't paying close enough attention now. Oh, that's so simple and yet so elegant because you can see it.
Yep.
Whereas a lot of other guns, the safety is just not visible. Mm-hmm. And so it's really neat. Like, this is a lot of stuff going on this, like even the barrel, like a lot of modern firearms, you have something around the barrel that you pull back with the rest of the top of the gun, whereas this just goes.
Yeah, you pull it up and back.
Yeah, this is so bizarrely different, and it's so cool because it's so simplistic in a lot of ways, but yet still a lot of technological innovations. And this is from 1918 that it's stamped. So this came off the assembly line in 1918. So it's possible this saw combat in World War I, and more than likely with the German army World War II.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't see. There's no, like I say, unfortunately, because just from a history standpoint, I don't see any Nazi, proof marks on it. Which doesn't mean it wasn't necessarily used. But a lot of times when in World War II they took over factories and things, they started proofing it with Nazi symbols, like the eagle. So it's just interesting to see.
That would have been a cool thing to see just for historical stuff. But let's get outside and let's shoot this thing.
Let me set this down. We can keep talking for a second while I load up a mag.
Yeah,
because it does take a second to, unfortunately.
So, just why? Okay, so really quickly, there's another pistol that we may very well do a video, hint, about the Mosser broom handle. Why is this one? Because I'm guessing from everything that I've read, this was much more produced than the Mosser broom handle.
Correct, and it's just a design thing. It's more reliable.
Okay.
The broom handle was produced in a large amount of numbers.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a bad.
Is
pistol.
the broom handle more technical of a gun?
That is a great question. I think they function a lot in similar ways, but this is this toggle lock action actually works fairly well. It's a lot more complicated than like a modern slide action.
Sure.
Whereas the broom handle was the very first, it came out, I believe at least, I can't remember the exact dates, but this was designed in late 1800s, early 1900s. And the broom handle came out and was being produced it's called the C96.
Well, what year was the broom handle?
1896.
1896, so it's even older than the Luger.
Correct.
And so something about this was more potentially simplistic, but also more, as you noted, more reliable, which that by itself, if it takes less to produce and it's more reliable, that's going to automatically make it a more preferred firearm.
We do have the broom handle here if we want to just compare the sizes.
No, not today. Not today. Maybe in a future video, because we'll save that for later, because that'll be something special.
I'm putting it in your plug right now. Always wear hearing protection, because I have not worn hearing protection very often shooting sometimes, and I can tell. So
yeah,
we're gonna take it out here to the back and shoot it down into
our targets. Let's do it. This is gonna be fun. We're just gonna go on a quick journey. Let's do it. All right, we're headed out. And hopefully we'll get to fire a few rounds into this. We're going straight outside to film. Here's our little target range right over here. We can just come right up here. And
I have no idea where the sights are at on this, so this was only my second time shooting it. So
it is definitely World War II, potentially still designed. Who owned it before you?
I found this at a gun show, actually.
Sweet.
From another guy that just was a collector and decided that he no longer needed this.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and cock it.
Go ahead, man. This is awesome.
We're rock and rolling. We ready?
Let's do it.
We are off safe.
Let me zoom in just a little bit.
Tell me when you're ready.
We're good. Go. All right, can I get a few in on this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Apparently the sights are right on because
it's doing good. I mean, we're not very far away from the target. Whoop.
Sorry.
So, grab from right there. We'll keep it.
We are keeping the pistol downrange.
Yep, we're good. All right. Just make sure you got the pistol in there. Oh, this is so cool.
And you are empty.
I am, and I didn't even hit the target. But overall, this is really cool that it pops completely open. You can see inside of it. And there's your date again. This is just a fantastic, beautiful, wonderful example of really German engineering in that era at its finest in a beautiful, epic way. And I love also here, how do you release the mag on this?
So there is a button, right underneath the trigger guard.
So I see the button.
Yep. Just hit that button,
so
and
it should. Button, and then you can just grab onto these two little things.
So interestingly enough, the very early ones came with wooden toggles on the bottom instead of metal.
That was wooden instead.
Yeah, those little toggles. I think they call those a toggle or a little.
How cool.
Yes, the magazines are serial numbered. That one unfortunately does not match.
What does that mean? It doesn't match the gun?
It doesn't match the gun. So originally out of the factory, those would have come with matching serial
numbers. What's all
numbers.
this little extra stuff?
Yeah, those are all proof marks. So there's like all these little proof marks here, which we can see really well out in this
We can. It's
So turn this over here a little bit, Cody.
You're not in the camera.
I know, but turn the pistol over here. So if you look right here, let me bring her into focus.
It's not gonna.
It's struggling, but you can kind of see some shadows right in here. Those are all proof marks.
Huh. Very cool. Very cool. Well, this has been the German Luger pistol, and what a treat. Thank you, Kai, for joining us, and thank you for letting us get a chance to fire this awesome, awesome weapon. I've been Cody, and this is Kai from the Keepers of Nerddom.
Hello.
Take care, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.